Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to sound a little sick today because I am. And I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to do this as soon as possible. So, between us, episode 1 has been uploaded. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to schedule all this stuff to try and make sure I put out episodes on time. Remember, I am not a 20-year-old college kid with extra time on my hands. I am a year-old wife and mom who stays home with her children. So I like this. I'm just pinning this in at some point on my Sunday, because it came out today on Sunday. So here we go. This is the Between Us review reaction that I promised I would do when I recorded Big Dragon, which actually uploaded today. One quick correction to my Big Dragon. You see, in the Big Dragon one, I said I didn't know how to flirt with women. My husband corrected me. I don't know how to flirt. It's not women. It's everyone. He was like, give me a pickup line. I was like, did it hurt? He's like, all right, shut up. I was like, I deserve that because I don't know where that came from. That's the best I could do. So yeah, I don't know how to flirt. And I can't wait to watch this because I'm like, are we going to see Win flirting? I've moved on now. I'm like, is Win gonna be flirting? I'm so excited to see Omen Fluke in this. I'm so excited to see Sammy in this and get more of her storyline or her characters. I can't speak. Anyway, it opens up. The show is opening up right in Team's room, waking up, and then Win's room, waking up. Oh, he's already up. Let's go. Let's watch. Let's see. To me, this just explains Win and Dean's friendship. They're both morning people who get up on time, get themselves together. They have good time management skills. And Team just looks like chaos right now. Okay, so we're starting off at the very first day of university because we have, of course, the scene where I can't remember their character names anymore. I'm just like, Sammy and Glasses dude bump into each other. She has her mouth all wide open. But yeah, the first time they bump into each other and the first time he sees her, he's like, she cute. The love in the air house. The love in the air house. And Santa's in this. But the love in the air house. Yes. That is its new name. How many shows is it in now? One thing I actually do enjoy about Studio Wabi Sabi is how they recycle actors and they just keep using people for a bunch of stuff. So like, I recognize off the bat of the 3 guys who knock into them, one of them plays not Santa, Eo's, no, not Eo, what's his name, Cake. One of them plays Cake's friend who sleeps over, and I'm like trying to figure out, is that other guy the other Cake's friend? Is that who he is, or am I mistaking him? I'm not sure. But I know definitely this guy. He is definitely Cake's friend who slept over. His name is Perk. I'm going to forget it, but his name is Perk. There we go. Okay. Hold on. You'd also lose your scholarship as well. First of all, I was like, why are they going to Team like, oh, what should we do? Y'all just met him. What, you think because he's a college student, a scholarship student, he's the one who's going to be able to help you? No. And then, of course, because they've made it so loud, they've gotten the attention of the vice president, who's going to make everything difficult for Team, as we know from Until We Meet Again. He's going to make everything difficult for Team and give him a hard time because apparently that's how he flirts. I'm like, oh great, no, thank you for putting a target on Team's back. Way to go. How could I forget Manao? Yes. So this is what happened. So in the first season of this, I believe, they said Manao means lemon. And I did a Reddit thing, and I was like, what's your favorite like random Thai words you've learned? And I put Manao means lemon, and somebody was like, no, Manao doesn't mean lemon. Lemon is lemon. Manao means lime. And I was like, wait, what? And I think they thought I was arguing with them. I wasn't arguing with them. I really just wanted like more clarification, because I was confused as to why so many shows would say Manao means lemon. And then here I'm being told by someone who speaks Thai saying, no, it just means lime. It does not mean lemon. And I'm still going, why did they tell me in these shows Manao means lemon if it doesn't mean lemon? She got to show her talents to Alex. She was a rock. Wait a minute. Does this dude... What's his name again? Yacht. Does he just always play a character obsessed with porn? Except for in Dear Doctor, I'm Coming for Your Soul, where he plays a doctor. Oh my god. Does he just... Love by Chance? And then in here as well, because they didn't really show him much in Until We Meet Again. We're gonna get more of him in between us. But again, he's playing a character who, well, no, maybe he has a healthy porn addiction. But that was way too loud. You don't put it to... You got headphones? Where the headphones? They're wireless now. Come on. Nobody want to hear that but you. And a couple people who might want to hear that. Okay, what did they just do? Like, so didn't... In Until We Meet Again, Manao was the one who was like, oh, that's P. Dean and P. Win. But now all of a sudden she doesn't know their names? Is that what's happening? Because they're at the pool now. They're there to support Team in his qualifying match. And I don't know. Like, are they just redoing that whole thing? As long as we don't have to watch freaking Korn and In again, I'm good, because I don't want to cry like that. They're replaying the moments. They went back to the favorites. Like, man, they have so many moments of just staring into each other's eyes. And this one, like, oh my gosh, in the supermarket. Hell, we do get Korn and in a flashback still. As long as I don't get the blicky, I'm good. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna stop screaming into the mic. I miss Kao. What's Kao up to? Haven't seen him anything since Lovely Rider. Like, what's he doing with his life? We got the blicky. I guess we're getting the aftermath of all of that, where like being that close to Dean is bringing on emotions that he can't even explain. Oh, they actually used the original footage. I was wondering if they reshot it, but his hair is different, so it looks like they actually used the original footage for that. Are we gonna have a lot of that or OG footage? Because I don't mind. I rewatch Until We Meet Again. I freaking love that show. Oh, so he calls Teen to help him, and no, because he made the treats before, so that's how he knew Parm's name. That's actually how he, like, I'm trying to work it in my head, trying to keep everything together from the timeline from Until We Meet Again to this timeline in between us. Okay, so this is the trip that Team went on, where he got pictures of Dean and sent in the group chat, and Manao and Parm saw. So this means that Dean and Parm have fully met now, because he delivered the snacks and he made the special star candy for, well, dessert specifically just for Dean, while everybody else just got like ball shapes or something like that. So And also, I'm so confused by Yacht's character, because in the first season, I assumed he was also a freshman, but he is not a freshman. Is that what's happening? I'm confused by his character and his character alone. But yeah, so with the timeline, this is the trip where he's going to get a bunch of pictures of Dean to send into the group chat, which is pictures of his trip. But yeah, pictures of Dean for prom. And in the pictures, we notice that Win is in the pictures as well, which makes me go, who is he really taking pictures of? Ooh, this is moving very fast, and I guess it's just to get through the story we already know, I guess. Also, we're seeing more of their side before we were seeing all of Dean and Parm. Did they just twist the dude's ankle? Or oh no, okay, he was faking it. Because I was like, ooh, they about to like already have to visit the dean's office and talk to athletic departments and oh yep, nope, there is definitely an injury. The salt water will clean it. All right, so I've kind of just been watching and enjoying the story so far. Not much to discuss. He got his foot cut. Win was looking after it. He was trying to assure Win everything's all right. Don't worry about it. Win kind of got a little bit upset, walked away, and Team thanked Win for his care. Team went off to talk to his friends. Dean is staring off into the sunset. Everyone is asking about Dean, and like he's searching for something, he just doesn't know what it is. And Win and Dean have a conversation, and within the conversation Dean basically talks about finally finding that something that was lost, and tells Win, maybe one day you'll find, that something. And Win explains that in his life he doesn't own anything, because anything he gets from his older brother he has to give to his younger brother. Same. I get that feeling. So we're learning he's the middle child. Yeah, same, man, same. So anything he gets from older, he hands to his younger. It explains why he and his younger are so much closer than the younger with the older, because he's just always spent time with his younger brother. And also, Dean stood in one spot staring at the ocean till it was dark, and there are no stars in this sky. Not a scar. It's not a scar, not a star. It's just dark. But yeah, Dean stayed out till it was dark. He's just looking into darkness. Like I was searching for 80 years. And then he finally found the Titanic. And yeah, that's kind of all that has happened. Everything is kind of moving at the same pacing that Until We Meet Again moved at. That take your time pacing, but they also have an understanding of we need a new story. And trying to help us follow along the timeline, giving us, the story of Team and Win. I'm still confused about Yacht's character. It's so confusing for me, because I did they switch his character? Did they just like re-audition him to play someone else? Is that it? It has to be it, right? I need to look and figure that out, because that so far is the most confusing thing. Dean has gone to his room because he has to work on paperwork, because he is the president. I would just hand that to the secretary. And now everybody is at dinner, and it looks like C, who is dressed like Rin Tin. No, Rin Tin Tin just has on a blue shirt with the white collar. He's a blue Waldo. He's Popeye in his swimsuit. Anyway, he has brought something fun on the trip, and he's inviting his friends, like, hey, let's go see what I have. I know what he has. And why would you watch that with friends? Am I mistaken? Is this a thing guys do? Why is he just walking around with fried chicken on his neck? This equals more. Why is he walking around with fried chicken on his neck? He's just dangling, and he didn't even like. He's surprising them with stuff. He even be like, "Yo, y'all want to go watch a video?" No, he just takes them. Like, "Hey guys, come follow me. I'm sure you will want to see this." I feel like I've seen that gorgeous shirt over before. Is the gorgeous shirt new, or is it in another show? I need to know. Maybe it's just a shirt like that's a similar color and same font but a different word. But I just feel like gorgeous. I'm looking at the shirts. Okay, less is more, Vintage Frank and Denim Company, and gorgeous. I'm starting to make sure I take more note in shirts in BLs because some of them get crazy and some of them get hilarious. I will never get out of my head on wearing the, was it baseball mom shirt in Bad Buddy? And I was like, as in you like baseball moms or you are a baseball mom? Please clarify. But yeah, I will never, I now just look for random English, which I'm sure like other people do. Like if you speak a language, you're just looking for the random things written in your language on things that make no sense. Like, why does that shirt just say fromage? Like things like that. I now just look for it. I'm like, I have to see this. Leak? It's a leak. Oh God, is it like a hidden camera? And oh God, I hope not. you know how it is. You just chilling with your homeboys, getting boners. They did it in like, which show was the first show I saw that in? Probably Love by Chance. I don't know if I've seen it in anything else. And I'm like, there's no way, dude, anyone is just having a viewing party in the same room. I can understand a viewing party online where you're like, yo, we'll go on this and we'll play the video and you can mute your mic and turn off your camera and watch the video with everyone else. Shoot, I can see it in a Discord chat. I just can't see a group of dudes huddled around a cell phone, huddled together, touching on each other, touching each other, or just a group of people in general huddled around touching each other, watching a video on a cell phone, unless y'all are trying to get it on all together. It just doesn't make sense for me. It is not logical. Make it make sense to me, because that don't make sense to me. Because you're gonna watch the video with a group of your friends and be like, all right, and then what are you gonna do after? Go back to your room? Which is probably what the team's about to do. And they have the audacity to ask what's wrong. They have the audacity. Oh God, poor team. That's so embarrassing. These friends have become creepy. Oh God, they've all of a sudden become creepy to me. Because like, why would you even do that to someone? I don't like these friends. Maybe they'll be good friends in the end. I don't like them. What is happening? Are they about to get it on with each other? Like, why? Oh God, he has to hold himself all the way. That is embarrassing. Yep, cold water. You know the the creepy guy around the corner was like, you know, like in the movies and TV shows, like, follow me. That's Win right here. That is Win. Come with me. I'll take care of it. Oh my gosh. But I have to say, I'm just gonna watch it first before I say anything else. Okie dokie. Artichoke. So things I loved. I loved how when one told team, you can go back to your room or you can follow me to my room. He followed him to his room. He's like, all right, I got some questions for you. I'm how many drinks have you had? And he said 3. And then from 3, he went to 3 questions. Are you seeing anyone? Do you know where you are? And who am I? And he answered all 3. And he said, all right. And they begun. And he told him to call him here. So one of the things I noticed with Until We Meet Again, eventually when I was watching, I was like, oh, he tells him to call him here at some point that we didn't see, because he's calling him here throughout it. And I was like, oh, that actually just shows how much closer Win and Team got, because no one else says here except for Team. Now we know his brother calls him that too. And another thing I noticed, their relationship versus Dean and Palm's relationship. Dean and Palm, they start out slow. They take their time. They're going at Palm's pace. And yeah, Win and Team, they jumped right into it. They went straight ahead. And yeah, I now get the whole "we leave that to kids like Dean and Parm" comment. Like, yeah, y'all jumped into the deep end, and Parm got to take it, which is what he needed. He needed to take it slow, and team said full speed ahead. Overall, yes. Definitely enjoyed this episode. I cannot wait for next week's episode. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, waiting weekly for this. Part of me wishes I just waited for all the episodes to come out so I can just watch it all at once. But that would have taken so long, and so many people would have been posting spoilers online, and I don't need that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this show. I am so excited. I cannot wait to see what happens next. What happens next? We're getting more of everyone's story. I wasn't sure how much of and Fluke were gonna be in the show, because they didn't, if you notice in the promos and stuff, they didn't really show them as much as they were showing what's the guy's name? Sammy, and they have a song together now. He plays the guitar in it. The dude who plays Proke, and Bon and Prem. They weren't really featured as much in all of the promos and stuff, so I wasn't sure how much of them we were gonna get. So I'm like, oh, right off the first episode, they're here. So I'm hoping that means that we definitely get them throughout, and we get all those side by sides to show, hey, this is what was happening with Dean and Parm, and this is what Win and Team were doing. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see where it goes. I love it so far. I think this was a solid first episode for a second season of a show. What I love about this version of the second season, though, a lot of second seasons of shows, is a second season with the same characters. Think To My Star and To My Star 2. But with this, it is a second season focusing on different characters. And I like that, because that way we're not having to compare too much to the first season with the first couple in the first season and what they're like in the second season. Instead, it's that was their season. They got their thing. Now for the second season, it's this couple, and let's see them do their thing. And it doesn't look like because I didn't see them in the opening credits, or at least I didn't notice, but Del and Don, are they not back for this? Because the actor who plays Don, he's in My Only 12%, so I would think he's still signed to Studio Wabi Sabi, but I'm not sure about the actress who plays Del, what she's up to. But yeah, I didn't notice their actors in the opening credits. Maybe they'll guest star at some point, or maybe they're not going to be featured whatsoever, which is going to be interesting when it comes to some of the scenes, some of the storyline, because she and Manal get closer and kind of become best friends. And I guess, we'll see how they do it. We'll see what's going on and if they do make appearances or not. But yeah, overall excited for this season. Cannot wait to see what the season is going to bring. I'm loving everyone. Studio Wabi Sabi does know how to pick good stories to turn into shows. They do. The problem is their execution is not always the best. They've gotten better over the years, thankfully, but they're not always giving us the best that they can give us. And they've gotten better. And they're making the right partnerships and they're getting there. So I'm very happy to see how much Studio Wabi Sabi has grown from their very, very first show that they gave us to where they are now with coming out with technically a season 2 of a show. We're not counting Love by Chance 2. Love by Chance 2 does not exist. Say it with me. Love by Chance 2 does not exist. Thank you. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Time for BL. Hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.